Hello everyone, it's Jess. Happy Labor Day, happy Monday, and if you didn't know, September is Deaf Awareness Month, so happy Deaf Awareness Month. Deaf Awareness Month is about, deaf awareness, raising awareness about the deaf community and deaf culture. So for my first video, I wanted to show you guys a few signs and then maybe some do's and don'ts that you should be mindful of if you happen to come across a deaf person, whether it be at school or at work or out in public. So yeah. So the first sign that I want to show you guys is hello, and I want you guys to be able to use this when you see a deaf person, because I encourage you all to try to communicate and connect with the deaf community more. That's part of the reason why I started this channel, to raise awareness and to encourage people to try to connect with this community. So hello or hello, any kind of wave is fine, really. So the next few signs, I guess you can say, they're like identity signs. When you approach a deaf person and you start a conversation with a deaf person, usually you'll ask if they're deaf or if they're hard of hearing, and they'll usually ask you the same. So the sign for deaf is deaf with a D, deaf. And then the sign for hard of hearing is with an H. Hard of hearing, just bounce it back and forth. And then the sign for hearing with your index finger, hearing. And to ask a deaf person if they're deaf, you just say, you deaf, or you hard of hearing. And then if they ask you and you're hearing, you can say, me hearing. So a big don't to be aware of: if someone tells you you're deaf, don't apologize, don't act like you feel sorry for them, because most deaf people, and all deaf people are different, but mostly a lot of them they're proud to be deaf and they don't see deafness as a disability. So just be aware of that. So the next phrase that I would like to show you guys is for you to tell a deaf person that you're learning sign. That way they don't assume that you know and they just start taking off signing and you don't understand the thing they're saying. So if you tell them that you're learning sign, they'll be more wary of that and they'll probably slow it down a bit for you to understand. So the sign for that would be learn sign. So you can say, I'm learning sign. The next sign I want to show you guys is lip read. Now, be aware, because this is a big misconception that all deaf people can lip read, and they can't. It's actually a very small percentage of deaf people that feel comfortable with lip reading, and even then it's still something that takes a lot of practice, and it's not always 100% accurate, obviously. But you can ask if they feel comfortable lip reading. So the sign for that would be 2 fingers, like this. So you can say, you lip read. So a few things to be aware of if you do come across a deaf person that lip reads. You don't need to speak louder. It doesn't matter because they can't hear you. Face them so they can see your lips, and also just speak normally. You don't need to exaggerate. Just talk how you would normally talk. So the next couple of signs that I want to show you, it's another way you can communicate with a deaf person is with a paper and pen, if you would feel more comfortable passing notes. So the sign for that, well, for paper, is paper towards your body, paper, and then pen. So you can say, you have paper, pen. And then the sign for pass notes is like this. Just like when you meet anyone, one of the first things that you'll do is exchange names. So to do that, you would say, my name my two H's name, and then you would fingerspell your name. Hopefully you guys know the alphabet. I posted it. If you follow me on social media, then I did post it. If not, you can Google the alphabet and find it like that. Just make sure you put ASL alphabet, because there are different types of sign language, so make sure you specify ASL. To ask a deaf person's name, you would sign your name what? Your name what? And I know that kind of sounds weird, but if you didn't know, English and American Sign Language, the syntax is very different, which means the word order is just, it's all switched around. So it's going to sound weird when I say it out loud. The next sign I want to show you guys is fingerspell. Now, fingerspelling itself is, of course, very important to the language, but if you're learning ASL, it can also be very beneficial to know how to fingerspell, because if you don't know how to sign something, you can fingerspell it to a deaf person and ask them how to sign it, or maybe they sign something that you didn't understand and they can fingerspell it to you. So it's very important if you're learning ASL. So the sign for fingerspell is this. Just twiddle your fingers and go in a circle. Another good sign to know would be slow down, especially as a learner, because you know, it'd be very hard to keep up. So the sign for slow down would be slow. So you can sign slow, please. The last sign that I want to show you guys is nice to meet you, assuming that your interaction went well, which I'm sure it will. Nice meet you. Nice to meet you. Alright, y'all, so that is it for today. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something from this video, and hopefully you will take what you learned and use it, because that is the point. But anyways, I will see y'all next week with a new video. And I'm still new to this recording stuff, so be patient with me, because I know my videos look a little raggedy, but it's okay, because we're going to figure it out. But okay, thank you for watching.